what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Baja Podcast. I'm Mike Scott, Marks McLean. We got a couple guests here today. My boy Chase, the Archangel. We got a fight coming up June 3rd. Make sure y'all pull up to that. Buy the tickets now. It's up now. My boy Eli, he's also a fighter.
Just won his first fight.
And we got our boy Mr. Big Time, Michael. How you doing today, Marcus?
Yeah. So, what got you? All right. So first off, what got you into fighting?
Yeah, brother, you can go first.
Honestly, I had no martial art background. I'm like that, so honestly, I just went through a really low time in my life. I kind of hit like rock bottom, some would say. Got in trouble with the law, arrested a few times, and just wasn't happy. And I always had a taste for fighting, things like that. I never had, like I said, no martial art background, but started looking into MMA, and yeah, just kind of went from there. It's just been rolling ever since.
And when did you start? Like how long ago?
December of 2021.
And you've been good champ for like a year and a half. So
yeah,
right?
something like that.
Yeah. Just had your first fight, won.
You fought yet?
Yep, just had my MMA debut over this past weekend, and I won. So
How'd you win?
Guillotine in the third round.
You're a ground guy, huh?
Yeah.
I mess with it. I play UFC and stuff, so I like to break arms.
Oh yeah.
Chase, what about you when you start fighting?
I started fighting about 2.5 years ago. During the pandemic, I started considering doing MMA. I started doing it right after a really gnarly breakup, and pretty rock bottom. And he was basically Michael was kind of there all there at my worst. And I met Michael in college. I've known him for about 6 years now, and so after I was pretty messed up, I wasn't really in a really good headspace, and then my best friend Jose, he kind of told me I should start fighting, and I kind of said F it and then started running it, and then literally just cracked down, went sober for months, and then I got my first fight in September of 2021, 6 months later. And against a really good guy from the Ashtabula area, a really well-known boxer. And even Michael can tell you, the guy was pretty terrifying looking. I was fighting at 185, wasn't really losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to cut weight for my first fight, so I wanted to kind of go out there and have fun. But it was very intimidating to fight a guy that was pretty big. He was bigger than me. And went out there and I choked the guy out in the first round. And then didn't throw one punch my first fight on my feet. But then as soon as I took him down, I landed probably like 30 strikes on his head, and then tapped him out with a rear naked choke. And then
Do you think losing the first round like that's the worst way to lose?
I just think losing in general sucks. Yeah. I mean, just if you lose in the first round, it's kind of like a bitch slap. But I mean, you just know that you didn't really belong in there with them. But I mean, it just depends, honestly. Like, when you step in there, it's warring. Everything changes, all the smack, all the shit talk, and everything like that. And it all goes away in the cage, and all the noise, and the crowd, and all that. Like, they'll love you, they hate you when you're out there on your own. And I think that in general, like, a lot of people misunderstand what fighters go through, and he just had his first one, and I knew he was kind of nervous, because if you're not nervous in your fight, you're not a real fighter. And he just told me, he fought in a hostile crowd, and he went out there and took care of business. And I've only been a few times in my career gone to hostile crowds and stuff, in my wrestling career at Cleveland State and my high school career when I was wrestling back home. Yeah, man, it's just losing. Yeah, it absolutely sucks, but you also learn it too. But I mean, I'd rather be losing in the practice room than out and performing.
I'll tell you what time.
But pretty much, yeah.
You two are fighters, Mr. Big Time, Michael. What's your backstory?
My backstory, so going off of knowing Chase and whatnot, met Chase like beginning of college, everything freshman year of college. We met. That's when we grew our bond and everything. My background, I don't really have fighting background or anything. I boxed when I was younger in high school and stuff like that. So I did that.
You're a hooper though, right?
Yeah, that's that's the love. That's the main sport. Always that and basketball.
Uncle Drew with the rap.
Uncle Drew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just hoop last night. We gotta get that
Yeah,
Akron
for
run.
For
We
sure.
gotta get that
For
Akron
sure.
run going. You're talking
You
about.
ready for that though?
I'm ready. I
I hope so.
already know there's gonna be
Yeah, I might get done.
I just can't guard. I can't guard anybody that's like, if you're 6'9" and over, like there's nothing I can do.
It's cool. I got that.
You got that.
I'll take that.
You got that. I can do something, but you're like, you're not doing that.
I'm
No,
like-
you're not doing that with
I'm like 7 foot at heart.
7 foot at heart.
Can you dunk?
I'll just foul the shit out of
I
people.
haven't dunked in a couple years. I'm white. My
You
knees
can't
messed
dunk?
up. I've dunked before. I can't dunk right now. No. I can't get the ball over the rim right now. It's like I can't get. I'm 6'4", so it is like I got hops, but it's just I can't get that ball. Yeah, no, it's fucked. It's fucked. It's okay. It's okay. I did lose my bunny. You know.
So
my knee
I can
goes,
dunk on you
broke
right
my-
now.
You couldn't dunk on me, but you can. If you can dunk, you can dunk. But you're not dunking on me.
I think I can dunk on
You're not
you.
dunking
If you
on
can't
me.
dunk, I
You're
can
not
dunk on
dunking
you.
on me. You're not dunking on me. There's no way.
I kind of want to see
There's
that.
no way around that. There's no way around that.
Where's the hoop at, bro?
There's no way around that.
I don't belong on the court.
I'm
Hey, we got that. We got that working a couple times. Wrestlers. I don't. You said you could.
It's
you said
entertaining,
you,
but
you said
we
you
foul.
could.
We foul.
So like, if you're a true wrestler,
We're good
like,
defensive
oh,
players.
you can't play basketball.
Can't shoot though.
That's why. That's
We'll
why.
foul the
yeah,
shit
that's
out of
why
you.
Yeah, like
He's
a
like
football
Draymond Green. He's like Draymond Green. If Draymond Green, Pat Bev, and fucking
Dylan
Dylan Brooks had a baby, it would be Chase on the basketball court. I swear to God.
Oh, dude. I'm like, you're
That's
trash,
awesome.
dude. And like, I get all my foul. I don't even realize I'm
shoulders
fouling
you,
him.
just
'Cause
shoulders
I can't.
you, and
I
shit.
didn't know you can't touch them. Like, but I'm like grabbing them and like longest yard, like prison basketball. I'm like, can I get you?
Funny as shit.
Like, I just throw them on the ground. Like, bro, stop fouling me. I'm like, no. But I get the ball though. I try to steal the ball and pass it to the guys that can shoot.
So you guys know offensive game.
Hell no.
Just a liability.
Don't. If somebody passes me the ball when I'm on the off, I'm like, bro, I'm throwing it right back to him. I'm like, no thanks. Because then if we lose, they're all gonna look at me.
Wait, so who y'all got right now? Lakers, Warriors.
Lakers.
Lakers.
Bron.
I don't really. So
Hey, 4 against 1.
The King.
So
So
on top.
the thing is that like I don't really.
My game is like-
I
my
watch
game is like
basketball, but I'm
inside
not
out.
like
Did you play
Like slash
invested in it. But like at the same time, it's like I can't hate on LeBron, but like I mean I just think Steph's playoff Steph is just
Different.
it's different. But LeBron is too though. But like everyone can just throw up his age and stuff, but he's not doing bad right now. And like I don't know. It's just to me I don't really have a say in it. But like I mean they're just playing smash now. Basketball it's just hard to.
What y'all talking about over there, man?
That's
Bro,
what I'm
yeah, we
wondering.
were having our side combo.
Talking that
side
BS.
combo on the podcast.
Talking shit about Steph Curry, man.
It's
We're talking about
it's
I've watched him play so many times.
this is a good this is such a good series. This is a series of old goats, like old goats.
Bro, he's
LeBron, 38, and then Curry at 35.
35.
Yeah, that's crazy.
March
That's crazy.
14th. That's his birthday.
Mark, yeah,
My birthday, March 8th.
really.
You got the same birthday month.
You guys are compatible.
This
dude's
dude's
a
a
hell of a
Curry.
I
I
know.
swear. This dude's a
Bro, y'all don't
love of Curry.
understand. I've been a
That's your
Curry
fire
fan since-
sign.
Yeah. I don't know none of that. Fire sign.
Yeah.
You know yours. You brought it up.
No.
You know yours.
His girl, oh my god, you're my moon. You're my lake. You're my river. Like you're my
Don't say
sun.
that.
Like
You might get canceled.
compatible.
Don't
I'm just
care.
like, yeah, I just know what I am.
I don't
just
care.
know what I am.
Astrology doesn't mean anything, dude.
It doesn't, bro. That's all.
You can literally change. I've seen people change their lives completely.
You just got
And,
spirit.
like,
You just got spirit animals.
Hey,
You want to know
hey,
if you had a spirit animal, Chase?
oh, let's hear it.
That's a good combo. We gotta
What's
do.
your spirit animal?
Yeah, we gotta all say our spirit animal.
On 3?
Like in a heart on 3.
Wait,
No,
let's
no,
do
no,
it.
I'm sorry.
I got to
That's
one at a
not-
time. They got
No,
to
that's
one at a
fine.
time.
So I gotta go
corny.
first.
Okay,
I gotta go last.
See it, all three. We're gonna hold hands on it.
Alright, Mike, you
You
start
want me
though.
to go? No, hold on. I gotta think. I thought about the
You
question.
want me to go
Let
first?
Think about my answer.
Wait,
Yeah, you
is
go first.
dragon an animal?
Uh,
Is that like a real animal?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
so.
I'm a dragon. That's my
You're a
spirit animal.
dragon.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball Z.
Damn, I love you.
What does that make you a dragon though?
Bro, I'm like,
How are you related to a
I'm
dragon?
fire inside, bro.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Love that for you.
I'm a dragon. What about you?
Probably like a cheetah.
Why? You're not fast at all.
Bro, what are you talking about, dude?
Cause your birthmark?
What? Hop on the track.
Bro, I would dust you.
No, you would not, bro. bro.
I
I'm telling
put
you.
bread on it.
Okay, we can put bread on it.
Marcus,
You ain't
I
testing
would.
me.
Test Marcus.
No, or you not? All right, what we running?
But let's say
We
we're gonna
can
do this
run-
after
we
the
can run
podcast.
this.
We're gonna go out the.
I had leg day today. I'm still good.
I did have like this too.
No, you didn't.
It's fucking winter.
What were you doing?
I was at the YMCA today.
You went to the Y, man. You can't beat that.
We at the YMCA.
Be
Willoughby.
there, right? You gotta
Why
go to
Willoughby?
Yeah.
That's a nice
What's your
Y.
gym called? Strong Style.
Mine? Strong style.
Yeah, you gotta go to that gym, but your gym is weird.
I went to Strong Style Sunday.
You did.
The gravel.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I was there Sunday. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He put that work in, or you got his ass?
I didn't see
He
it.
wasn't even there.
I wasn't
See,
even
he
there.
ain't want
It's
to
open mats.
He ain't want to see.
It's an open mat Sunday. That's why I went.
Shit.
It's open mats. Right?
What was the topic?
What's your
Open
spirit?
mats.
The
It's
My
spirit
spirit.
animal.
Spirit.
So I got like two. Man, this is really.
You said you got two.
I'm like a crossbreed with a honey badger and a tiger. Hear me out. You know what honey badger is? Dude?
No, I don't.
Honey badgers are nasty and they don't give a shit.
That's
They fight lions
Hey,
and
are they
shit.
in the
Listen,
jungle?
hold on.
Are they in the
They-
jungle?
No, they're out. Yeah, they're out in Africa. They fight lions single handedly. They're outnumbered. Listen, they'd be outnumbered. If you look up what a honey badger does to a lion, bro, hear me out. Like, I know it's fucking crazy, but dude, there's one thing: you start getting attacked by lions, this thing keeps going after them.
Omar,
Like-
we gotta find a video of
I'm telling you right now, if you see it, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you right now. But tiger also, because they're very independent and like they just don't care, and that's why I like tigers over lions because they don't. They're bigger and they're more.
Tigers over
ferocious.
lions?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, I thought the lions was like the king of the jungle.
They
I was gonna
say-
I got two.
But
I
listen,
got
they
two,
say
too.
that. But they say that. But like
They're-
tigers are independent. They don't
They're
care.
bigger.
They don't fight. They don't need the females to fight for them because that's true. That the lions, the females do all the hunting.
I can
and
tell you,
fighting.
I can tell you ain't watched the last episode because he just said females.
Oh.
No,
Because
I didn't watch the last
It was a whole topic. It was a whole topic, but it's
But no, I honestly would say like, yeah, I'm around one of those two for sure.
honey badger.
Honey badger.
I did not
If you look up honey
So you
badger,
said a
you
honey
keep
badger
making
and a
much sense.
tiger?
Yeah.
Huh?
A honey badger and a tiger.
It was that.
It's a Wolverine. It's like a honey. It's
Wolverine?
Like it's like a Wolverine kind of.
He said like a
You got
Wolverine, like it's
you got
multiple.
claws.
It's multiple Wolverines.
No, like it's like the animals actually called Wolverine. So
Oh, I'm retarded. I mean, I'm dumb.
canceled.
Hey, get that out.
Alright, what's yours, Eli?
I don't even know. I'm gonna say I'm like a hyena.
You look like hyena. Lion
A
King.
hyena.
Lion King,
A
bro. He
hyena.
looks like
Oh, he pulling it up right now.
Sneaky with it.
I'm telling you, look at this thing.
It's
These
lit.
things are nasty.
He's
You know?
You
quick
can do
with
that.
it.
You can do that.
Yeah,
like,
watch this.
Is this?
Yeah, watch this right here.
He's
This
quick.
thing don't care.
He's
Oh, I
quick
don't know
with
what this guy's doing, but
He's looking for him. Oh, that's a honey badger?
That's not a honey
it.
badger.
That's a lie.
there's a lion. But listen, you're gonna see a honey badger pop up, right? There's a honey badger
Oh, heck,
right
you
there.
know, it looks like
A little thing.
beaver.
Look
bro.
at this thing
You
though.
ever see Blue Mountain
These
State?
things,
I
this
had
thing,
to, but that's-
it was 8-on-1 or like 3-on-1. Look at this thing. He
Hey,
don't
that's
care.
another
Walking
down.
away.
And he's running
Like a
away.
skunk.
Why?
This is like a little skunk.
They don't care. Why? He walks away, but look.
Is that not a skunk, dude?
It does look like
Bro,
a
he's
skunk.
fighting them.
Bro, it looks like he's getting his ass.
Dude,
kicked.
he getting
Nah,
beat
bro.
right now.
Listen. Oh, it gets better. They keep going after him.
That thing don't give a fuck.
He's like, yeah, he's
And he
getting
went at.
fucked up
Listen,
so
there's
bad.
another video. There's a different video. There's like 8 of them.
Bro, he's getting dragged.
He's not getting dragged. Watch this though.
He's the best
He
like
keeps
this.
coming though. He keeps fighting though.
I guess you don't give up.
Watch. He doesn't die though.
They're just toying with him.
Bro,
Look, he keeps fighting them.
Alright, I don't see
Honey
this
badger.
dude.
Tyron Matthew.
I don't
That's
see
the
this dude.
truth.
I don't see this dude.
It keeps coming after
It's
him. Those
Hey,
things are nasty.
pull up the fucking hyena from the Lion King.
Yeah.
Real quick. I need to remember. 'Cause
H.
HYENA, I think.
Love how you just put HI.
Yeah.
HY then EANA.
Yeah.
Right there.
Look at
Then
that.
just like,
What's
yeah.
yours? You gotta say yours now.
He said
He
he's
said-
a
he said
hyena.
Oh, you just say hyena.
Yeah.
You did say that.
Yeah.
All right, mine. You took mine. So I got two. Like if
Yeah,
if these two
just-
could
Bro, I think it's the beard. It's the beard.
It's the beard and the hair.
It's
Hell
the,
yeah.
That's
I'm
fucked
actually
up.
surprisingly Middle Eastern, so it's kind of
You're Middle Eastern?
Yeah, I'm
You know what?
Lebanese.
Hey,
I have
no
a
way.
tattooed on me. Yeah.
That's crazy. I would never.
I know,
would
it
never
makes no
thought you were.
sense.
I would never thought you were Lebanese, bro.
I know, my full name's Elias, but I just go by Eli.
Really? I thought you were
Yeah.
like Elijah.
What's your fighter
It's like
fighting name?
I just went by government name, bro. Just Elias.
No, no fight name.
Nah. I feel like I got
Once you,
Wolverine.
no, I mean
You're-
my,
hey,
my
you're
first
fighting-
my first fight name was kind of garbage, but
What
What was it? It
the
was
Guardian.
the Guardian.
Well,
It
then,
took
then the
Indians,
Indian, then the Indians took it. I went.
Oh, so did they sell it from you?
I did it before, but I didn't trademark it. So I was like, kind of glad I changed it.
What is it now?
Huh? Archangel. Because my
Oh
last
yeah,
name's
right.
Archangel.
That one's hard though. That's
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it. I was like, what's your fight name? I'm like, I don't know. I don't
It
want to
should
be
be
corny.
Here
I
He
gotta-
Lies.
It kind of comes up. Let's say it kind of
Here
makes.
He Lies.
What is
You
it?
get Here He Lies. That should be your fight name.
Ooh,
Like
that's
you know,
kinda
you knock him
tough.
out.
That
Here
is
He
kinda
Lies.
It's a go one. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I
Mike.
just had to earn one. I don't know.
I need some.
Let's say
credit
your
for that.
spirit animal. Dude.
My spirit animal.
Fair.
He took the one. No, I got
It's a
two.
tiger?
I got two. It's a tiger and a gorilla.
You be-
And maybe you said dragon. I was thinking about a dragon, but I was
Dragons,
Eagles, I do fuck with eagles. I do fuck with eagles.
Eagles be swooping.
I do fuck with eagles.
I seen a bird fight like 2 days ago. It was like 3 little birds fighting this big eagle. Just they're flying around. It's like
Eagle. Where the fuck you see an eagle at?
here, bro.
They probably like a hawk. No,
Nah,
Is it a bald eagle? Or is it like?
bald eagle, like
It
the
was
big
like a
eagle,
bald
like
eagle.
the
I know what
American,
fucking eagle
American
is.
bird.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
think Ohio has.
I don't know where it came from.
I've
but
seen a
it
few
was
eagles
here.
in Ohio. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if they're. In
Oh yeah,
Cleveland.
there's eagles
I
in
mean,
Ohio.
I-
I've seen
I don't
eagles
know
in
where-
Ohio.
I don't know if they're in Cleveland.
There's bears in Ohio too.
Where the
There's
cat.
bears, but the black bears. The black bears.
Cat.
Black bears are the smaller one.
Is it southern
There's
Ohio?
bears in Ohio. There's
Where the
bears in
fuck is there
Ohio.
a bear in Ohio?
Nah,
There's
I've never
bears in
seen a bear in
Ohio.
Ohio. I have to go to New York.
Black
to hunt
bears.
bear,
Black
bro.
bears are really. Grizzly bears are like the bigger ones. Black bears are
Bro,
the smaller ones.
bro, they
There's
think
brown
There's,
bears.
there's
too.
black bears. There's black bears in
bro,
Ohio.
they think we're dumb as fuck because we be seeing this shit.
What bears?
Like the
I've
bears
seen a
and the
bear in
eagle.
Ohio before.
There's no bears in Ohio.
Yes, there is.
No,
I
I
promise.
probably saw
Google
a
that.
video.
Like, I
Yeah,
promise
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Look,
You're tripping.
I promise you. I'll bring my
Bro,
Google out.
I-
I'll bring my Google out.
Look
I'm
it up
gonna
real
answer
quick.
Google. I promise you.
All right, so I guess my next
Oh,
question
yeah.
after your spirit animals is how many losses is it to where niggas should quit?
That's it.
Like if you're losing, how many losers? does
In
it take?
amateur, if you got 4 losses, you need it, and you have like more losses than wins, and you're an amateur, just pack that shit up. I mean, that's just my preference, but like, I mean, if we lose, we learn, but like, you gotta have like the matchup because the matchmaker will, cause pretty much if you have more losses than wins at the amateur level, you basically like, you either got a fucking dumbass coach or you have like a shitty matchmaker. And like matchmakers, they like kind of match up like, hey, how much does this guy weigh? How much is he cutting? Blah blah blah. And then what's his record? What's his background? Like, obviously, you want to make the smart decision. Like, you're not going to go against a Division I wrestler if you've only been kickboxing for 2 years. You know what I mean? So, and have no grappling background. But there's some dumb motherfuckers out there that'll say, oh yeah, why not? And they just love fighting, but like, they don't really care about their record. But I mean, if you want to excel in this sport, and it's really humbling, honestly. But like, if you get your ass kicked a few times, and it kind of brings down your confidence level, and it kind of does like, around it kind of messes around your peers too. I mean, like, it's not a bad thing. I've lost in wrestling matches, but like losing in a fight, different ball game. Yeah. It's like I feel my preference, like. God forbid, like if I do lose, I don't lose, I learn. But like, I mean, at my level right now, I don't expect myself losing at all. And, my goal is to get in the league one day. And, I assume this would be his dream too. And, and winning is the greatest feeling in the world. I mean, out of everything, my first fight, I've won 3 state titles. I'm All-American twice in high school and wrestle at the highest level. So like, but winning a fight that was so much more like pleasing because I watched all my best friends and all like smacking the cage and like it was awesome. Like doing it right in front of my friends and my family. Like my mom was there and my dad, my brother. Well, my brother was in my first one. He watched it on his phone, but like just having everybody that supported me from day one, they were all there. Like watched me overcome something that a lot of people thought I wasn't going to. and I didn't think I was either. But I mean, yeah, it was pretty cool though.
So listen, you won your first fight, right?
Yep.
Why was I so?
Insane, dude. I
Were
always
you nervous as fuck going into
Oh
it?
my gosh, and the nerves were.
You were in
unreal.
hostile territory too.
Yeah, I was getting booed, man. There was some crazy comments being said my way because the kid was he was from Youngstown. That's where I fought. So he was the hometown hero.
So-
I was the villain in that place, dude. I walked in the whole day. You ever seen Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I felt like Miyagi though in there, man. I had 3 people with me. My coach wasn't there, nothing. I was nervous as hell. Everyone comes in fully staffed in their jumpsuits, everything. I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at everyone. I'm like, shit. I've never done any kind of martial arts, anything. Never wrestled, never had a jiu-jitsu competition. I just dove right into the deep end. And yeah, I mean, it was super intimidating. All day they were just trying to intimidate me, like standing everywhere I was, just staring me down. And I was just like, eventually I just put my headphones on. I would just go into my own world. And I took a nap before and everything, calm the nerves. But man, I remember walking out.
It's not a bad thing, bro.
Yeah, no, it helped. It really did. I remember looking out, seeing all my people out there. And I didn't know all these people were for this kid. So I'm walking out or whatever. I'm getting into it. It was once they really shut that cage door where I was like, holy shit, like I gotta kill this guy. It was like I don't know, it was just like a feeling that went over me like I'd never felt before. And yeah, man, they walked out for him. Oh my god, the whole crowd erupted. I swear, it was crazy.
Fight or flight. Man.
Yeah, it was. He's staring at me like while he's getting the Vaseline on his face, like he wanted to kill me. And I was like, I was
What was his
scared. And I was
record?
like, there's no choice right now. I gotta put him down. It was crazy. But yeah, and then like Chase said, man, when I got my hand raised, oof,
It's a good
I've
feeling, man.
never felt anything like that. It was crazy. All
It's
my people-
normal though. Like being nervous, like you're not a real fighter if you're not. Like people say that they're not nervous or they're not scared. I mean, they're complete liars because I was terrified my first fight. I was terrified my second and third one. Like who wouldn't be? Like you're going to go out there and there's a chance that you can just get hit and you wake up, and then you just don't know what happened. Everyone's just watch you on the floor like out cold. It's embarrassing. Like it could, yeah, obviously, it just depends how you take it. You know, I mean, we put our life on the line when we step in there.
I thought
I mean, people die in
I
this.
got slept
No,
on.
seriously.
Slept from
man.
a lot of people. I got slept from a lot of people, dude. I'm gonna go home at night like, God.
That was my biggest
No,
fear,
it's
man.
I mean, it's a fear, but it can happen. I mean, that's why a lot feels easy. Everybody be doing. It's a lifestyle a lot of people refuse to do, and like it's scary. Like when I locked in the cage with the guy I fought, he was a well-known street fighter. Guy knows how to throw hands, and I didn't throw one punch my first fight. I was like, nope. I just went right to a takedown, and then, but I mean, being nervous is part of the game. It means you care about it. There's people get mixed up between being anxious and being nervous, and being anxious means like you just want to get it over with, and you're like, you just don't really know what the hell's going on. But like being nervous means like you care about it, and you're like. You obviously don't want anything to happen, but you want to fight to win, not, fight not to lose. There's a difference though. Like fighting to win the fight, like fight to win, and fighting not to lose is a difference because you hold back and you're nervous. You're just correct. You're just asking yourself too many questions. But like that's once you like lock in the cage, and like the ref stays in between you two, and as soon as he claps his hands, it's on. And you just can't think of anything else.
So when you guys are in the ring, are you guys like having fun in there, or like what's your mindset? What do you think?
Depends. Like obviously, like I don't know how you feel about it, like because you were in hostile territory, and for me it was just like I was in there, and like as soon as I took him down and I got comfortable, I started really throwing it down. I was like double hammer fisting him, and I was hitting him like, and everyone was like, "What the hell?" No one's ever seen that before. Cause I hit this guy I looked like a gorilla just doing it. I hit his head. He was the first one. He was like watching it too. He was
Isn't that part of your clip thing on Instagram too?
Yeah,
I watched it.
and then there was a video
pull that up.
of him hitting me, and I smiled at him when I was on top. Like, and he just hit me. I smiled at him and started hitting him again. And then, like, it was a really awesome feeling when you're controlling the whole fight. You know you're gonna win, and like,
Are you talking shit during the fight?
always. My second fight, I probably talked more shit because he was talking a lot of like shit. He's from Texas,
Oh yeah.
and a few of my buddies play football at West Virginia. And they hate Texas. And right before the fight, he remembers I because everyone in Texas goes horns up, and I threw the horns down right in front of him before the fight, and then when I kept hitting him, I said, "Talk now." I just kept hitting him. I said, "Talk now," and the ref was saying, "Stop talking before you get fined." And I said, "That ref can't save you." And, and then the ref yanked me off him, and then I went like that and threw the horns down again. And West Virginia Barstool saw it, and then Will Greer, he was a West Virginia. He plays for the Cowboys now. He commented on it. Was awesome. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, I talk shit all the time. I was like, "You ready?" I told him, "You ready to lay down?" And then hit him.
Ready to lay.
Yeah, I'm a JV baseball coach at Shaker, so I try to tell my kids it's okay to be nervous, but go out there with confidence. Like during the game, baseball long games, so like talk to the other team, talk your shit. You feel me? Just be comfortable out there, because if you're talking to your opponent, then they're like, "Damn,
there it is, right there."
Oh yeah, hell yeah, you gotta watch that.
He was Donkey Kong.
Yeah, sorry. You didn't see him land, but you'll see me smile at him when he hits me. I go right here, then smile out, stuck my tongue out, and then just kept hitting him here.
It's a good feeling.
That's a grown ass man,
That
bro.
is big as fuck.
He has 10 kids. He told me right before the fight.
You never heard him pulling out.
Yeah. So I'm a fighter.
God.
You know it's coming.
Oh yeah.
What was his record?
It was actually his debut. He came in the last minute. Like he was the last pick. So I was supposed to fight a guy that was like 5-4. He's had like over 10 fights, and the guy couldn't make weight, and he couldn't get off work. And I said, "You're a fucking pussy." But he just didn't want to fight me. So then this guy was like, "Hey, we have a guy that just took the fight 2-day notice." And I give him high praise, because I mean, not a lot of people want to step in with me. I've had 30 different opponents out of my 3 fights, because guys just bail out, or they don't want to fight, they can't get off work, or can't make the weight. Just excuses. But I mean, he just went in there and tried. Well, he tried, but I mean, wasn't really much for him. He won his last fight not too long ago. He did one in a really good bat. Like he knocked the guy out or something. So it makes my wins look a lot better over him. But
How are the parties after y'all win? I know
Michael, you want to talk about that?
Mike, I know Mike be getting led at the after parties.
Oh, he hasn't missed one. He hasn't missed any. He's never missed one of my fights.
Thinking about everything. Oh yeah. No,
What? My after parties?
Yeah, after parties. Yeah.
Man, the after parties at Barley, man, it's unreal. My second one was probably my wildest one, because I had it in the grotto. I probably had 100 people back there.
Yeah.
If you've been in the grotto at Barley, it used to be really big, but now they changed it up. But I probably had at least 100 people in there. I was spraying champagne everywhere.
Is that where it's at after this fight?
Yeah, always will be, because Barley sponsors me now, and I know the owners real well, like Corey May, Joe Warback are very close. I'm really close to them, and oh yeah, Joe's a dog, and Corey and I, we have a really good relationship, and he's taken really good care of me throughout the years I've known him. So is Joe, and of course Bobby George as well. They've always took good care of me, and they said, "You know what, we're gonna sponsor you," and I was like, hell yeah, and I had them on my shorts my last fight, and they'll be right back on my shorts again this next coming fight, and I couldn't be any happier having them on board with me.
Yeah, if y'all ever in Cleveland and want to party, pull up to Barley House. It's lit. It's always lit.
Chase will get you later. Mikey black out.
Mikey introduced me. Mikey gave me my first job, in Cleveland when I was, because he used to watch me walk everywhere, and he would just pick me up. That's how we kind of became friends. I would just be walking everywhere at 10 at night. I just get done class and practice and wrestling, college and stuff, and he'd just pull up and say, "Hey, bro, you want to ride?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take one." And it's 15 degrees out.
Cleveland weather.
Oh yeah, and the snow. I'm marching in snow, up to my shins, and he just somehow he just find a way to find me. He'd be just driving to go to Walmart or something, but he just sees me walking and he's like, "Yo, you need a ride?" I'm like, "Yeah." He just takes me to my place and but yeah, we kind of became friends, and then got me a job at Barley, bouncing for a bit, and kind of been a movie since, and just I've had that relationship with them and him as well, and he kind of introduced me to the nightlife and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Mr. Big Time, tell me about that.
He is a big
I
time.
know I worked with you at Lost a couple times, so tell us about your
Yeah,
experience
Lost. Yeah,
downtown.
we were security together at Lost for a little bit. I worked remember I worked there for a couple months when it first opened. Like last
Last year,
February.
right?
Yeah, All Star Weekend. We had All Star Weekend in Cleveland. I remember worked that like Sunday, that All Star game. And that was cool.
Yeah,
I met there was a lot of like things.
You met some dogs
Yeah,
there.
the Friday,
I
I
was
think it was a
jealous.
Friday or Saturday. Everybody that was like LeBron, D Wade, like
We met Charles
rappers,
Barkley together.
Chris Paul. Yeah, we didn't meet Charles Barkley.
Was
we didn't meet
Big
Charles
Time Stephen A.
Barkley.
Smith there?
No,
I
I saw this Sunday night. Like I saw a bunch. I saw Kenny, the Just Man.
Yeah.
Saw Charles Barkley. Like met him. Me and him met him at the 9.
I had like a 15-minute
Had
conversation with him.
I had a long combo with him. Met him. Guy.
Did you meet LeBron?
Nah, I still.
You saw him though. You saw him though.
Nah, he wasn't. Nah,
I
I wasn't
was
there. I wasn't there. Like he came
Oh,
there like
that's
Friday
right.
or Saturday, and I worked security because it opened that weekend. Like it opened for All
Yeah.
Star Weekend. I worked that Sunday night. So I worked that night. And it was dope down there. But yeah, worked down there for a couple months security. Like helped him out. Worked security at Barley. Like before that, promoted. There for a while. And had like party buses and shit like that I would
Those-
get.
I've been
Those-
going to party bus.
Bro, those
Yeah.
parties.
Never been
Man, he used to run those.
I haven't tried
It
before.
was-
Like
it
I
was-
just
yeah,
I would
yeah.
get done. I would fly in from wrestling. Like we just got. It was one time I flew in from Missouri wrestling. Just got done wrestling in Missouri. We drove back. And we flew back. Sorry. And he was like, dude, I told him, hey, I'm landing at 10:45. Where we going? He said party bus. I went, bet. Got in there. We just got. Oh, it was so fun. I've never had a bad time when him and I went out. But
Yeah, that was fun. That was like a whole ass
that was
era.
an era.
That was a lit ass
like
era.
what? That was like a 2-3 years.
I did it for like 2
years.
years.
Mhm.
COVID got in the middle of it for a little bit, but I did it for like a year. Yeah, it was lit.
That was awesome.
It was lit.
That was
Like it
really
was
good
like
time.
the first summer I did, I think 19. That was lit. That was like a lit ass
And
summer.
the pandemic hit, man.
The pandemic was kind of lit though.
That was
When I
the
look
best.
back at it.
That was
when I
the
look
best
back
fucking
at it,
summer.
Look, me
You
and
know
him
what?
were-
Hear me out though. Hear me out.
That was
Because nobody was working. We all had stimulus checks. Everybody could
I
just went
definitely
out and
had
got
stimmy.
hammered.
that's
But like,
Stevie.
yeah, we had to wear masks and all that shit. But like, we didn't have any hours of
2020
work.
was lit. Me and him were living together in the swamp.
That was
In
the
the
nightmare.
swamp. Called it
The wrestling
swamp.
house. That was a
Wrestling house,
nightmare.
frat house, swamp, like picture swamp from Shrek, like yeah. It was
It was a shithole.
yeah.
Absolute shithole.
We made shit pop in there. It was our little
Big
block. It was
parties
our
in the
block,
backyard.
25th Street.
I'm drunk
25th
wrestling and
Street.
Is
shit.
this at CSU?
Yeah.
I think I went to
They haven't thrown parties like that since.
I went to one party at CSU. Dude. It was terrible. It was
See,
like-
issue
it's like-
we used to have some
Used to fuck
kind of like we had some bit like at the part like his place we used to go crazy like 300 400 people in the back like yard like about 400 people
I'd be
and
wrestling
then
people.
there was this the
I'd be drunk
penthouse
wrestling.
it's an apartment called Walk of Weeks. We used to run that place was crazy like a whole ass like it was just a CSU crib like
Oh, it was nuts.
I lived at the Langston my freshman year. I had parties there. The Edge, the
Oh.
first year,
The Walker?
the first year of college. The
Edge
Edge
is nice.
opened up. The Edge was lit. We were going crazy.
It was
the
so.
Edge.
Well, we
All
would have
freshman year, we were going crazy.
Dude, we
were
would
not-
go to
yeah.
the Edge
That
because
was
it
the
was so
spot.
small. Like the apartments are so small, and we would go in there just to cut weight. Like we would throw a sweatshirt on because it's so hot. Everyone's in there. It's like everyone's just so packed in there. It's just so hot in there. Like me and my buddies, like we would just go put sweatshirts on. We would just go in there and sit, and it's
That's
fucking
crazy.
hot as hell. We lose like 2-3 pounds doing that. If we couldn't get in the sauna, if we couldn't find a sauna anywhere, because in the wintertime they usually lock them up for like residents and stuff. And we were like, dude, there's a party at the Edge, dude. They're like,
You used to go to the parties?
we would go to the parties with not the sauna suit on.
Oh,
but, like,
my God.
we just throw a couple. We dress like we're going out. We throw just a sweatshirt, you know what I mean, on, sip on our water, and we just lose weight.
That's
was nuts.
crazy.
We had fun. I mean, there's guys that can't have fun sober. There's guys. I mean, I can have fun being sober, you know. But
Can you go to a club sober?
Oh yeah.
I can. Like right now, I can. Like
Yeah,
I mean, because I have to like show up a lot, like making appearances and stuff to like, you know, promote like my coming fight and like.
But
a
no,
lot
like
of people.
I mean, like with your
In
friends.
general,
With your
oh
friends
no,
to the club,
no,
so
no, no,
be
no,
the
no.
sober
I gotta
one.
be outside.
Absolutely not.
I can't
Absolutely
go
not.
to the club, so.
Oh yeah, I give the DD thing to somebody else. I'm like, well, you know, I'm not driving, so
Hey, if you're a DD, you're a good person.
Yeah,
You
you're a
care.
good person.
You give a
really
fuck,
good
'cause
person.
I could never be DD.
No, I
Fuck
couldn't
that.
either.
I'm usually designated.
Like I can do the right thing sometimes.
I don't.
But-
I don't drink a lot. I like smoking. Like you know, I'm usually designated. I'm always got my whip.
Well, I've seen you.
I
drink.
don't want I don't want to be stuck like not driving or whistle. So usually I always like drive for the most part.
So you drive everywhere you go, basically.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I
Like,
usually
if
walk.
I drink,
Well,
like,
that's how
I
you
know,
get friends. I just walked everything.
I know that limit. Like I know that limit and shit. But yeah, no.
I used to walk to Barley when I worked there. I would, like what 2.5 mile walk. I lived on
Make that,
East
yeah. It's not
27th.
even. Not even. It's like a mile.
It's a 2 mile walk.
No.
It took me an
From-
hour.
from
It took me an hour to
25th
walk there.
25th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It took me
yeah.
about 45 minutes to walk there.
You used to walk?
Mhm. And like, it'd be like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. Like,
Walking
where-
home.
I'm walking home.
Bro,
Listen, hey, I'm walking home. That's the dumbest decision I've ever done. I'm walking home on St. Clair, passing, you know, the Crazy Horse and where Medusa is, and that's where all the crackheads are and all the homeless guys are, like waiting.
I mean, you're a fighter, so you know.
I not
feel
back
yourself.
then. I was just a wrestler, not knowing that. I had my headphones on.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you told me, did you? You got a bottle cracked open.
I did. Someone did hit me with a bottle there, and I kind of blacked out and beat the living shit out of this dude.
Wait, where was this at?
This is like past St. Clair, like where Medusa and Crazy Horse are. So I was maybe about 100 yards past Crazy Horse and Medusa, and then I just felt like an impact on my head.
You knew it was a Bud Light. You knew it was.
Like, well, I mean, afterwards it was just like I saw the glass and it said Bud Light sticker like right there, and I like blacked out, took him down, and then like I just started laying down shots on him. Then the police showed up, and then obviously they didn't arrest me. They saw like they had cuts on my head and stuff, and I had to give a statement, and I was okay. I was good. I had no charges pressed on me.
Yeah, you know
But,
walking home.
Till that day, I never had my headphones when I walk. Like if I'm walking home like that late, I always have like if I do choose to some reason put music on, I have one ear out. So I hear footsteps. I hear that's just city safety. That's city safety. Like that's in general. Like, till this day, like I don't really wear headphones anymore. Like when I'm walking alone, I always turn like every like minute, 5 minutes or so. I like look back every once in a while. Like gotta know your environment because that's in every city though. Like it's in New York, it's in Philly, it's in definitely in Cleveland, obviously. It's everywhere though. You gotta be aware. And this it doesn't matter what you are. Like, I mean, you can be a world champion. What's a gun gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, and people point gun. I mean, people get shot every day. You know, people they just roll up and shoot people. It's happened here, and you know. However, I mean, if it's 10 feet, yeah, you got me. But if you're 3 feet from me, that's not your gun no more. That's our gun. That's our gun.
I
Like,
hate to say it, but don't walk home.
I
It's not
don't.
safe.
Yeah, I mean,
Walking
like,
isn't safe.
I always drive. I mean, if needed, like I would call my boys, like Michael, for example, and like I know he probably won't pick. He probably won't answer. He's a deep sleeper. But I mean,
Y'all knowing like the training y'all know, how do y'all like approach like fighting like in the club or some shit? Someone trying to press you in the club, like how do y'all approach that?
I don't.
Because I know like you can't beat the dude's ass too bad.
Depends on the
That's something
environment.
that doesn't really happen.
Depends on the environment.
But y'all
Honestly,
certified, right? Y'all
pretty
can't
much. Yeah.
Y'all can't fight.
I really don't know. My
We're
parents
pretty
always
much
tell me
certified.
talk to me about
We're
it.
certified. You
unless
got your
they hit you,
license. You got your
Yeah.
license. Yeah, you're certified.
Yeah,
So-
but y'all can fight unless they hit you, right?
I mean, honestly, that's anybody, but like it kind of like leans towards us as the favor to like if the law like talks to us. Like, I mean, technically, like yeah, but like, I don't even fucking tell them. I fuck around and find out.
That's
pretty much.
exactly what I said.
But I mean, depends on my environment though. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm in Cincinnati, I don't know anyone down there. I'm like, hey man, like, not the guy to do this to. And then I'm like, have my hands up, like, but if he puts his hands on me, it's on.
Yeah.
But if I'm at my back, like Barley or anywhere on West 6 or in the flats, people around me just kind of take care of that for me. Like, if a guy like shoulder checks me and the guy like eyes me up and like tries to get in my face, I just kind of smile at him, like, hey man, like, not the guy to do this to. And then a guy walks up, bro, really not the guy to do this to. Like, and
But what would you
I don't
do?
know. I'm just a skinny white boy, so anyone will look at me and be like, "Oh, he's a bitch" or whatever. It's happened to me my whole life, and even before I started, fighting or whatever. But
Most dangerous cities.
I
Yeah,
thought
look at that.
Detroit was one.
CLE on number 7. Yeah,
that's
go on.
crazy.
Came up with memories.
I don't like that.
They just came up with
That's why I have my long hair.
Yeah, long hair.
Look at you. He was sucking the bone marrow. He was hold on. Look.
Fucking
Sucking
bone
the,
marrow.
look at him cleaning them wings.
Yeah, were you sunburned?
Look at sunburned as fuck.
Patrick
Patrick
small
is
as shit there
hard.
too.
So
That's crazy.
so on Barley, they fuck with you, you fight them?
No, they nobody usually gives me a problem. Like, I mean, I hate to sound like an asshole, but like a lot of people around the area like know what I do because I mean I promote it a lot, and all the security guys know me, and like as soon as they see a guy give me a problem, they go right to him. I'm like, get him out. Like but then I don't ever like kick them out. Like, no, he's fine. Just let me get him a drink. Then he apologizes, and I mean, I'm not really a hostile guy to approach. I mean, I'm a really nice person. Like anybody can approach me, and I'll give them my full attention. Respect them like until they don't earn it anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a guy that's is the I see red guy and I black out if I hit the guy, I don't even fucking tell him. I'm like, fuck around and find out. He puts his hands on me, it's on.
Yeah.
But I never want to do that. Like, I never want to put my hands on anybody. And two, you got to pay to watch these fly. So you gotta buy tickets to watch these fly. So it's a sport, Like, and for a guy to walk up to approach me and try to do that, I kind of smile at him. I'm like, oh, I hope he hits me, because if I don't go down, you're not walking out. But I mean, he'll probably have to crawl out. If any one of us, if you have any little bit of training, like any MMA training versus a regular dude, the guy who has a little bit of training that knows how to throw a punch, because regular guys, they don't know how to throw punches as much as people say they do. Like guys like don't know how to fight.
How do you throw a proper punch?
It's pretty much it's all your hips. Everyone use their arms, and they only have like 30. An average person has 37 seconds of fighting them. And if a guy, obviously, we know how to block punches and avoid them, and we get them nice and tired, then they're like, oh no, well, I'm chilling. Oh no, motherfucker! It's whoever goes down first. Like, it's serious. Like, you know what I mean? Though, like, how to throw a punch. I've had any street fights, thank God, other than the one little incident, but that was because I was protecting myself. But I mean, if you throw with your hips and obviously turning your fist and throwing the right way, and obviously you can't throw them full force, you'll break your hand. You gotta know the way to pull your punch to not break your hand, because bare knuckle is a lot different than throwing gloves on. Because when we have wraps on, it's like casts. Like, I'd rather get hit with a bare knuckle than with a cast, because you're not pulling it at all when you're throwing gloves on, because you're hitting this guy 3 times as hard. Bare knuckle, you hit him just as hard as you would have with gloves on. You're gonna shatter your hand. It'll just destroy your hand. Then you're pretty much done. But
Yeah, have you been in a street fight since you've been training?
No, I actually haven't, which is actually really surprising
Yeah.
because everyone thought I would have. One of the main things that really got me in MMA was obviously I was kind of a hothead. I've just always been like that my whole life, and I had no martial art background. Looking back on it, I'm like, wow, I could really beat the shit out of my older self. I really could. But yeah, I don't know. I was in Columbus one time. This was like 2 months before I got into MMA. I got jumped really bad down in Columbus. I was walking out of a bar. I was at Ohio State with my boys, and I was walking out of a bar at like 3 in the morning, it started with some of my Amherst boys or whatever. Like somebody said something to the kid in the bar, he went and got all of his friends or whatever. I was not even a part of this. So I'm walking out of the bar, obviously we're pretty drunk. And I just see like boom to my right, boom to my left, drop to the ground. I'm like I blacked out. I don't remember like a good 65-70% of that whole situation. Like cops came, broke it up. I remember he was trying to stomp my one boy out. So then I got involved, like pushed the guy off, and then cops came, arrested a lot of them. I started talking shit or whatever. Everyone's like recording, trying to get me to encouraging me to like try to get and I called my boy. I'm like, yo, you walk back with me to the apartment. I got a bad feeling. And luckily I did because I could have been killed or like even hospitalized because I'm walking back and I'm in my own world. I'm drunk or whatever, and my boy's ahead of me. Jack Griffin. Yeah. He looks back and he's like, I just remember him screaming like Eli, and all you hear is like those footsteps. Like 7 guys came up just pounding on the back of my head. Like it was 7 or 8 of them, and yeah. Like 4 went to me, 3 went to him. It was scary. I didn't have any martial art background, nothing like that. So obviously, I was getting, my head was all knotted up. I was getting pounded on. Finally,
how many people now do you think you take on? Both you guys. How many people can you take on right now?
I don't know. I guess
depends on the setting, though.
Yeah.
If it's in the bar, I mean, I'm not gonna go on the ground. I mean, because then they'll curse. You know what I mean? You gotta know that it's the environment on the street. If you know how to like out circle a guy properly, like, because in my gym at Strong Style, we do 3v1s sometimes, and it just teaches you like knowing that there's guys coming both directions, and you gotta know how to distribute.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It's not. I mean, it benefits your coordination and your awareness and being sharp, not getting sloppy or losing technique. I mean, in a bar, I'm not gonna take one guy down. I'm standing up. I'm gonna try to hit everyone in their button. That way I can get out of my, and be in safety. I mean, I don't really want to put a number on it, but like if they just keep dropping like bowling pins, I don't really care. But as long as I'm safe, I don't really want to be like, oh, I can take on 5 guys or 7 guys, 3 guys. But I mean, it wouldn't be a thing because I usually go out with my boys, and most of my boys they either had boxing background or they're also MMA fighters, and if they want to square up with me, they're squaring up with all of them. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like
I fuck with everybody.
Right, and I have guys, and I got all my friends. They're either in the UFC or they're about to be in the UFC, and guys that been in the game for quite some time. But we know how to handle ourselves. Because you wouldn't think, like, if you approached me, I didn't have any of my gear on and shit, I probably wouldn't look like a fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't think, you know what I mean?
Like, you'd be like, who's that dork?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a very approachable person. I'm not like one of those hotheads that want to, like, just had something to prove. And then, like, I mean, what do I got to prove? I mean, I do it in the cage. And I got people witnessing.
And no cap, you do got like a UFC head, though, like a fighter head.
I probably do
strong,
now,
bro.
but like when I first started, I mean, I had a little bit of cauliflower with my wrestling in college, and when I was wrestling overseas for a bit.
Having like cauliflower shoots like ass. Like
I don't feel it.
I seen Jose's head out here.
I don't feel it.
I mean, waiting for mine to blow up. This
Hey,
one hurts so bad.
Yo, jaw.
I mean,
Yo,
I'll
jawline
drain
is
it.
crazy.
Have you got drained yet?
It looks like you just.
Have you got drained yet?
No. It's in
that's
pain
fun.
all the time. I don't know.
Oh, it'll harden up.
How do you
bruised
drain
for,
it?
like, weeks.
So usually, like, I drain this on my own, but I get a needle. You can go to CVS. I can't believe how easy it is to get needles. Like, it's unreal. I go to CVS, like, hey, can I get needles? And I just show my ear. Dude, I'm like, that's it? I don't need to show my ID or nothing? No. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Man.
I was like, all right. And then I drained my ear, put a cold magnet on it, and then that was it. And then probably about 3 weeks, it'll harden. It becomes like scar tissue. And that's how, hence it's cauliflower ear, and it rips, like, you rip tissue in there, and it kind of healing mechanism. You can get surgery on it, but it's like $4,000. I'm like,
So yours doesn't look bad.
it's not bad. I mean, I did it.
Like, if you get surgery on it, does it like never come back or something?
No, it's not that it doesn't come back. It's just that it looks normal. It's like, like, it just makes it kind of look normal, I guess. But like, I have it. That's like I can't feel my ear now. I don't really feel it. It doesn't fuck up my hearing or anything. But I know guys that have way worse than me.
Yeah, I seen Jose.
Jose's is way worse than mine.
But he didn't fight though, did he?
No, he wrestled in college. Usually wrestlers get it. Because not even that. It's like we're always attacking the hips, and guys that know how to defend takedowns, they throw their hip right in our ear and cross faces. Like it's a lot of friction on the ear, and it's a lot of wear and tear. And I got this when I was overseas wrestling for the world team, and
World team.
I wrestled for the United States for about my going into my senior year of high school.
Swear.
I wrestled for the United States when I went to Germany and Denmark. So it was pretty cool. I
Are the
wrestled
bitches
there.
bad in Germany?
I like
You gotta be.
Danish girls. The Denmark girls. They were beautiful.
Yeah.
Really good. Really
Accent?
good people.
Accent. Like crazy.
Dude, I would love to have a foreign girl like that.
Blonde, blue-eyed.
Blue eyes.
They're all blonde, blue-eyed. I was like,
I love blue eyes.
I didn't see. They're all unique, but they're all very nice people. They're not like they're not like they don't feel entitled to anything. Like they're respectable, and like they're not like feeling like they're on over top of it. Like they're not like over anybody. You know what I mean? Like they're not like they're hardworking people, and like everybody is treated the same there. Like doesn't matter what your background is or anything. Like they treat you with high respect, and I did the same thing when I was over there. And when I went over there, they treated me with a lot of respect. Like the people there, and I was in a really small town training with the Danish Olympic team, and it was a pretty cool experience there. And I'll probably one day go back there one day and visit.
Bro,
see all my friends.
it's a lot of places out there. Like I went to Phoenix, Arizona, for the baseball for this little baseball trip, and I'm driving a minivan and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
For the kids, I'm driving a minivan, and it's people walking across the street, and they stop in the middle. I'm at a red light. They stop in the middle of the street and just smile and wave at me. I'm like, what? Like,
Were they foreign?
No, they was just from Phoenix.
Wow.
It's like, bro, like
I don't like that.
Get
the fuck out of my way, bro. I can take nice. So I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my way. I gotta take these kids to the ball. Like,
no, but like it's the environment out there.
yeah,
like
that's probably what
the
it is.
sun, bro. Like the sun
100%.
just makes everybody feel
Does.
great,
Yeah,
bro.
for
Like,
sure. I'm a cold guy, man. I like the cold.
Like to come to like
I
New
love
York,
the fucking
Cleveland,
cold.
Chicago.
like
it's
the
like,
I love
Yeah,
training.
that's true.
The thing is, I love training in the fucking cold, man. Because everyone, like we do polar runs at Strong Style. We run, so we have to have just shorts on. Our
I know
coach
your
said,
nose been running. Your nose are running.
no. Like I run in shorts. That's it. No hat, no gloves, no shirt, nothing.
Sucks.
Well, yeah. But like, I know guys that do it barefoot. We run 5K
Barefoot?
Some guys do it barefoot. I mean,
Do what in barefoot?
they run a 5K out in the cold, like 15-degree weather. He's seen me do it.
Different.
Yeah,
I mean, he like.
I've never seen you run barefoot.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying
I see you been a crackhead and made me film him go jump in Edgewater in Lake Erie in like the middle of December when they're bruh.
Oh yeah, he got made me jump in the lake.
He was like
30-degree
bruh,
water.
I'm about to jump in the lake.
You're tripping. Fuck that.
I did it like 3 times,
Yeah.
like around there.
That's
Like,
no cap. I got a video of like 6 white people just jumping in the water outside of Dante's Inferno. Bro, I
That's
swear I
kinda
got the
crazy.
video.
no, that's disgusting. Because that's the river. That river caught on fire back in the day.
I almost did that one.
That was the stuff.
I'll get over it.
That's just all diesel fuel out there.
That was crazy though. I was
It's always
like,
the white people.
It's always the
I-
one.
It is
But
white
like,
people.
it helped me a lot because like it was psychological. Because why do you do it? I'm like, well, not because anyone else do it. No, like then that's why I'm different. And it keeps that mental like edge, and like I'd rather everyone can run on a treadmill inside when it's real comfortable. But like if you get out of your comfort zone, like you can do anything. Like I go out running 17-degree weather, and a lot of people would rather go inside and run. Like that's why I'm different. You got to be different to like. If you want to win, you got to be different. And being different scares the living shit out of people.
So
Because
what makes you different than other fighters?
I run outside in freezing cold,
You already said
and I get up.
But
You know, when on fight
there
week,
has to be some other fighters that run out of freezer cold.
100%.
too.
But like it's
Like I
very
mean, like
few.
in the ring though.
And
And like
he's not worried about
I just
I mean,
keep
like,
and I have the best cardio in the game. Like I don't get tired. Like I wake up. I run a lot. I mean, I run like 9 miles sometimes, 5, 6. On Easter we ran 5 together. You know, and
Lightweight.
You read that shit?
lightweight. But you know, I've ran my whole life. My dad kind of
You did track?
pressured me. No, I ran cross country when I was in high school. So I mean, I was a pretty fast runner when I was running cross. I was running 17s for 5K. I ran like a 17-minute 5K once. Like when I was back, when I was like I was cutting to 113. I was on 113
I know
pounds.
your body used to get like numb, like your whole body.
But like once you're numb though, you feel great. But in the heat, I mean, running in the heat, I'd rather be running in the cold because in the heat you cramp easily.
Yeah, bro.
And it actually lowers my stress level. Like if you run in the cold and like it's like an ice bath. I mean, if you think about it, like if you just try it one time, you won't be disappointed. Yes, the first 3 minutes, it fucking sucks.
How long do you be in the ice bath? How long did you in there for?
20 minutes.
20
You ain't never been to Iceman?
Not for 20 fucking minutes.
It's just temporary. I mean,
For like
it's just
5.
temporary.
That's-
Like
that's
being
the
uncomfortable is like
Do you
it's
play
not a
sports
bad
also?
thing.
Yeah, I played football.
You did ice bath when you played football?
We did. I did it one time after football. After
What, you
that was
just
it.
dip your toe in it?
Nah, I got in there for like 5 minutes and never did it again.
It ain't
Yeah.
no 5 minutes.
I had to do it when I was wrestling in college, Division 1 level. We were doing 3 days, and if I didn't get in an ice bath, I'm getting torn up the next day.
What's the one thing, Carl, where you stand in it and it gets real cold?
Cryotherapy.
Yeah,
I did that a few times. I did that
I've
my
done that a
last
few
camp.
times.
My last training camp, I did that.
I like
And
that.
I
Yeah,
did
that
it
shit's
for.
hard.
So you could do there was an option you could do it for once. Like I was at Live Therapy. Bobby George also owns it. He does a lot of like rehab, like a lot of good rehab there. And I did cryo
that
the
word
week
is
of my fight, and it was fantastic. I did it
I
for.
can't say that word.
I did it for. You said
I can't say that word.
rehabilitation. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Rehabilitation.
Yeah. So I was in there for about 7 minutes. I was in cryo for about 7 minutes, and like that's like the extreme. It's like negative 115 or something like that degrees. Or didn't feel like it, but because I mean I've taken ice baths, but other than that, like it felt incredible. Like my body felt brand new, especially when I made weight and stuff too.
You mess with the ice
I
man?
mean, like back in the day, younger, but I'm hopping the shit now. You know what I mean? Like,
I take cold
if I
showers
had
sometimes.
if I had a house and like a backyard and like just that, but I'm not about to.
You done
I'm
cold
not about
showers?
to run. I'm not about to run. Yeah, cold showers every now and then.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Fuck
about
your
to
cold
put
I've done cold
ice.
showers.
I do every in the
Cold showers.
summertime. In the wintertime, I don't really do cold showers, but in the summertime, I do cold showers.
Nah,
like,
I
I try to
can't.
get one a
But like
day.
it lowers your
It's
stress
good.
level.
Yeah.
I
It
take
lowers
like
your stress
15,
levels.
20-minute showers, bro. I can't be in the cold for that long.
It lowers your anxiety, your stress level, and like everything. Like cold showers, they really help a lot. And it, especially in the summertime. I mean, like he said, I do like cold shower for about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then I crank the heat up. But
Hell no.
I mean,
So like, what's the over time when you guys are like doing MMA stuff? What's the wear and tear on your body? And this stuff like really help it. Like
yeah, I mean, if you're not healthy, you're not gonna have a great career, and it's a very shortened career. I mean, you can, you know, it takes one injury in your life through, and your career's over. You know, and I mean, I've wrestled for 20 years. I've been wrestling almost my whole life. I mean, my dad wrestled in college, and he really preaches on staying healthy. And I mean, I come from a really athletic family, but I mean, being healthy is the top priority. Like, it doesn't matter about your weight cut. It doesn't matter about, you know, anything. If you're not healthy, you can't fight.
Right.
And it'll show a lot in your performance too. And you know, and you can tell by people like how they shift their weight or throw their punch the wrong way, because they kind of in their head, like, they don't realize they're doing it, but they're defending that injury. Like, they're kind of like hesitating so they don't get injured again. It's real psychological. And in a lot of fighters that have been doing it for some time, they can sniff it out. Like, if you see guys step the wrong way, I'm like, he might be hurt. So I want to kick it there. If I see a guy that apparently had an ACL injury, I'm kicking it.
Swear.
Oh, absolutely. That's blood in the water. I see a guy limp on the leg, like, I'm kicking that thing. If I see him holding his rib, I'm breaking that shit.
y'all seen Creed?
Oh, yeah.
The new one.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking new one. But in the one he preaches that it's not about like how hard you hit, it's about being like precise.
Mhm.
And like if you watch it, like he like pays attention to what's hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
You
how
gotta.
that's how you win.
That's how you sniff, like, because if you see your opponent, that's why I always preach good body language, because body language wins fights. And if you show that you're not tired or you're not hurt, because there were times that like in practice, like I got kicked in the ribs so fucking hard by one of my teammates. He's also the UFC, Alexa, John Moore, and he has one of the hardest kicks in our gym. And I got kicked so fucking hard in my ribs, and obviously I didn't want to show because I had a lot of proof, and it hurt so damn bad. I was just trying to keep my composure, not show him, and I didn't show him, and he literally after the round was over, he went, "Bro, did that kick hurt you?" And I was like, oh, "Yes, it did." Like, but not showing it kind of creates psychological thing. Like, dude, my shit's not hurting him. And then I see him get tired, or he's sitting down, or because you see all my fights, I never sat down. Like, well, my first 2 fights didn't pass the first round. But my last one, I said not to sit down, because as soon as I got done beating the hell out of him in the second round, I watched him. He was just sitting on the canvas like this. After I just kept hitting him, I turned around, looked at him. I said, "Oh, I got him. I broke him." And even before I walk in the cage, I don't take my eyes off him. I look as soon as he looks away from me, I'm like, "Oh, I got him. Broke him." Like, that's why body language is so damn important. You know, like you've already lived it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that before you said it?
Yeah, no, in my fight, I broke him after the first round. First round, he was shook. Second round, I really broke him. He was cut open. I thought it was going to end TKO. Ref didn't stop it. He wasn't blocking his space anymore. He was like that, so I'm hitting him, and every punch was connecting. I'm looking up at the ref, and he didn't stop.
Don't look at the ref.
So I just kept pounding him.
Don't ever look at the ref.
Yeah,
Unless
they had to pull you off.
because I know guys that did that same shit, and the guy just went.
Yeah,
And he clocked him, and then he goes under. Like, you mean I don't stop hitting him until the ref grabs me. Like, and that's every fight. Like, I don't stop until someone literally rips me up. Like, if he just touches me, I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know what that is. I thought he was like saying, "Hey, be careful," or I don't know what he's doing. Like, maybe he's wiping some blood off me, or he's got something on my arm. I don't know. I have to wait for him to actually grab me to stop, or get in front of me, or get in front of me. You know what I mean? But like, you can never stop. It's like, that's why we learned that in wrestling in college. Like, you don't stop until the ref grabs you, because in tournaments there's thousands of whistles. At tournaments, there's hundreds of whistles getting blown. If you stop and the ref's like, "What are you doing?" and you get taken down, you lose the match. Like, that same thing in fighting. Like, you don't look. I mean, I never look at the ref ever. Like, I just keep hitting them, and you can hear the crowd, "Yo, stop the fight, stop the fight," and I'm just keep hitting them, because if the round stops, and then maybe you could have won the fight, you could have finished them that round, could have been game over. You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, you still won, but just future reference, don't ever look at that damn ref, because sometimes he'll just make, "All right, I'll make it go longer."
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Because they'll bring that ego in them. Like, the officiator is over now. Like, he's like, "All right, this motherfucker's gonna be a dick."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, looking at you, you're looking at it, he's like, "All right, I won't stop it." And then you obviously choke them out. Yeah. But can't.
All right, we about to wrap it up. But all right, so you already had like 4 fights, right? You about to go into your 5th fight.
This would be my 4th.
All right, this is your 4th fight. All right, so what is some advice that you can give to Elias?
Stay consistent. I mean, being consistent and walking in with a purpose. Like, you're gonna have bad days, you gotta accept them. But that bad day shall pass, and good days shall pass. And I think if you get obsessed with the game, when the way I saw, like, you came to our gym and you found a new passion and shit, I think you're gonna do really well in the sport. And you won your first fight. That's a milestone, because not a lot of people can step in the cage and say they've done it. You made the walk already, and when you go out there, you're on your own. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing you got in there is your breathing. You got to control your breathing, and staying consistent, and showing up on time, and walking in it with a purpose. Like, if you feel like you're getting your ass kicked that day, remember what you're doing it for, and what you're doing it like. If you love the sport, hold on to it. That's pretty much it, man. Like, you got the toughness. You're already a dog. You know what I mean? You already won your first fight, so you're already a dog. You got nothing else to prove. You just now you just got now you just got to pile up the bodies, pretty much.
True.
Like, that's how. Yeah.
You have an idea of your next fight's gonna be?
I'm aiming for August, September. I wanted to do it this summer, but I was like, I'm gonna try to put some weight on first. I'm gonna
Pack
get
on
to
the weight,
185.
bro. Take your time, bro. How old are you?
21.
Shit.
How much
You're
you
young,
weigh?
bro.
Right now, I weighed in for my fight at like 151. I cut too much. I didn't know. I didn't have a good. It was my first time cutting weight.
You
I
weigh
never
150?
wrestled. 151. Yeah.
How much you weigh right now?
I think I'm back up to like. It was only like this past Saturday, so I'm probably at like 160, 161 right now. I don't
I'm
know.
at like 150.
Shit, I gotta be
Yeah,
170.
150.
I'm at 150.
I'll wait more than you.
That seems like a.
I'll still beat your ass.
30 pounds.
It's a lot, but
30
you're,
pounds
You're
is a
used
lot.
to cutting weight too.
I mean, I've done it
you're
my
good
whole
at
life.
it,
I've done it my whole life. But
Yeah, no, I just.
How important is it to learn different style of fights?
it's super
Like
dangerous.
can you succeed
It's crucial.
with just one style or
In amateur, yeah, but when you turn pro and you get a guy, which will happen, that has better kickboxing, that's got better. Like if I'm a wrestler foundation, I'm gonna go against a guy eventually that's like, hey, he's got better wrestling than you. I may go against a guy that was an Olympian, shit that had way more credentials than me, but that's why I got to get my hands right, and being able to have that distribution is so crucial. You got to be able to throw hands with a guy because the guy may have better wrestling than you.
facts?
And if he just out wrestles you, then that's a guaranteed loss. But if you outstrike him and he does respect your wrestling, because he will respect your wrestling. If I was Division I and blah blah blah, and the guy, if I'm fighting a guy that's also D1, he's gonna respect my wrestling enough. He won't, but I'm gonna make him force him to wrestle me by throwing hands. If he doesn't like getting hit, then it's what it is. But super important.
So when you guys are fighting, are you going for the control, like to control the fight, or just going for the TKO?
I guess it depends. He probably likes to control. He's used to wrestling. Me, yeah, I don't know. I got a little bit of a dirty boxing style.
If you tear him up, like if you get him close.
That's what I've been working on with
I got
Nico a lot. Is
long-ass wings
controlling,
too.
side control,
Like
full
this.
mount.
Once you get on top, you're
Yeah, that's what I had.
just dominating on the top. Like that's very underrated.
Yeah, the promoter come up to me before the fight. He's like, "You know your reach?" I was like, "I don't." She goes, "I'm gonna say long ass arm." I was like, "Okay." It was pretty fun. But
But we're gonna wrap it up there for the day.
Wait.
What?
Where y'all goals? Let's figure out the future goals first, my boy. We got future goals for your fight. Like, where you want to be?
Within the next 2-3 years, I'm
You
gonna
want to be
get
in the league, bro?
Yeah, but like, how soon? Like, how many fights you would have win?
I'm turning pro right after either this one, hopefully, if I talk to my coach staff, and if not, we're gonna do one more Emmy, and then I'm gonna go pro, win a couple Midwest fights, and then get on Dana White's Contender Series for the next 2-3 years. And I expect to be, holding the belt for the next 5 years. But not gonna make any promises yet, but I will be in that one day.
So how old are you right now?
24.
24, 5 years.
By 29 or 28, I'll be a world champion.
So,
Without question.
Here we go.
Eli, how many fights do you want to go into go pro?
Honestly, I had no intentions of even fighting when I started doing MMA. It was after getting my face. I was the only non-fighter sparring hard as hell with the things. My coach said to me, he's like, "Man, you putting all this blood, sweat, and tears into it. You might as well compete." And that kind of hit me. And I was like, "You're right." So I started training. And I won, and ever since I just got that first taste, I just want to keep going with this.
It's a good
I like
hire.
it.
It's a good hire, man.
So yeah, I mean, I just want to see it go as far as I can undefeated. That's what I like.
Amen, bro.
Mike, what are your goals, man?
My goals. So I don't got fighting goals, but I do have life goals.
Salud, brother. Salud.
On you doing that baseball
Safer.
coaching, that's some shit I've been thinking about, basketball and football. I kind of want to do football more because I miss the game of football like so much. But I was just
What sport do you know more about?
basketball.
Do
But like,
basketball.
yeah, I know basketball and football. I've always wanted to like coach football too because that just takes more like reading offensive
No
defenses.
cap, your
like,
fit right now is like it's giving me basketball coach.
Get basketball
vibes.
coach
Like,
vibes.
basketball
Yeah.
coach
You look like you be walking on the sideline, bro. Like, just running across the court, bro. Pulled out signals and shit. Like,
Rub by.
that's hilarious.
I'm Pat Riley. I'm on the Pat Riley.
Pat
vibes.
Riley.
I want to be like Pat Riley when I grow
Yeah,
up.
you-
For real, I want to be like Pat Riley when I grow up.
I think I'm like Steve Kerr right now.
Like Steve Kerr.
Shoot the ball.
What's your team record?
For baseball or basketball?
Baseball.
Baseball, it's like 5-9. Chill, bro. Chill. See.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Baseball's a lot. How
we
many
gotta say it,
games are in the high school?
Bro, 30, bro.
Yeah,
30, bro. We live in Cleveland, Ohio. It's been rain out and stuff. You feel me? But like Giannis said, it's not failure. It's not failure yet. The whole season failure? No.
Why are you trying to stop?
I'm just saying. But
That's funny as fuck.
That's bad.
yeah, bro. Like that's what's so. Like I know you doing your podcast now.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
start that up.
yeah,
Talk
future,
more about that.
yeah, I'm on the podcast grind. Like in the next few months, been talking about it for a minute now. It's just about doing it. Like I got the whole setup. It's just I gotta find like a solid. I got a few solid co-hosts like in mind. It's just like putting pen to paper, you know. But I'm on that. Very soon. That I'm on. I'm trying to get on my real estate. I'm trying to
Real estate,
like
sure.
get a house and flip it. Like my uncle knows a lot about doing that, and that's something that I've wanted to do like soon. Business like aspects that like just running it up, like trying to
Run up the city.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple days ago. Like help people out,
You kill it, bro.
help people out, get back. Set some shit up in the community, like long-term goals, like help out people. Just, a bunch of stuff. I'm excited to see like his future. I'm excited to see his future in the wrestling aspect, MMA aspect, and like the future. That's something that like I used to think about a lot when I was younger, was the future and everything. Like, oh, when I'm 20, like if I was 18, think about where I'm at now. I know I'm not where I'm at now, but it's just gotta look at it like day by day. Just keep like keep grinding it out, and just like that goal, like that day is gonna come the opportunity. You know what I mean? So just like take those opportunities, kind of thing. But yeah, no, we all got a good group of men here. So we all the future, 30s. Like we're in our 20s now. None of us are in our 30s, 40s. Like just what I mean. Like you got to be.
How old are you?
25. So I think I'm the oldest of the group.
Yeah, like with the youngest.
25.
Eli's the youngest one.
I turned 25 May 29.
What are you? 23.
I came
I
in.
just
I came in party on my fucking birthday.
Why not? Oh yeah.
Fight.
Couple
Couple
days after.
I'll
though.
couple days after, but I'll be sucking weight down. So
You
it'll
party
be-
after
It'll be
the fight,
worth it
though.
though.
Oh, you damn right.
Hey, we might have to beat Miami boys. After.
I might make it.
Oh, that's the one. Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Dude, this is the fuzziest cat.
He's
I've ever
missing
seen
an
in my
eye, right?
life.
Yeah,
This isn't the eye.
No, I'm sure.
Missing no
I
eye.
forgot
Cats
he
kinda
looks.
scare me.
He's just so furry.
Yeah. Let him get an eye patch.
You said cats
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Whoa!
I could cuddle with that cat, bro. That's fuzzy.
Mike, where you
Yeah,
going?
dude.
My goals, man, just same as Mike's for real. Just getting back to the community. I wanna help people. I feel like the only reason why I'm coaching right now is because like these kids, I wanna get them to their dreams and stuff. Like I got a couple kids who are very talented in baseball. I already told Chase about one of the kids, NTO Films. He's 14 years old. Shout out to NTO Films. Everybody go look at his Instagram, follow him.
Oh yeah.
But he's very talented. He's still young, so like I just want to give opportunity.
Bring him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
I'd love
opportunity
to
to these
work with
kids.
him, man.
And I just want to like I do a lot of networking. I like to talk to people.
100%.
I like to meet new people and stuff. So,
But yeah, we'll get something like that pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
but yeah, I mean, of course, I plan to be rich by like 30. But same as Mike, for real, I just want to get into real estate when I'm done with college. I'm at Akron University right now. I got one more semester left.
Go to it.
I might play baseball for them. I'm about to be on their fall ball team. So
Salute,
depending on what I do
Oh, yeah.
with that. But yeah, bro, I just want to get into real estate, flip houses, buy Airbnbs, rent it out. I want to be a club owner. I like seeing people have a good
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Like I can bring people
Throw
together.
my parties for you, man.
Yes,
Your
sir.
place, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
That'd be sweet, man.
just I want to do a lot of stuff, and it's kind of like unrealistic because most people just focus on one thing. Like they want to be a doctor, so they just be a doctor for their life, or be a teacher, and they're like a teacher. But I want to be a club owner, a baseball coach, basketball coach, real estate. I want to do a lot of stuff, bro. Like it's unrealistic though, but I'm gonna make it happen. You know, I got goals, and
Hey, as long as you're going every day and you're thinking that way and you're being
Yeah.
positive, and being positive is so important, man.
Do anything you want.
You got this, bro.
yeah. What about you, Marcus McLean?
My goals will be to get this podcast up by the end of summer. We need please over 500 subscribers by the end of summer.
It's achievable, bro.
All at a
It's
time.
definitely achievable.
You know, the way you guys are running it right now, man, I really see you guys excelling. You guys got a great setup here, and it's a really, really dope place, man. Probably one of the best like setting, like best environment I've been in. So it's a really nice stop. We got a beautiful damn view here.
Yeah,
And
we got lucky.
Yeah, shout out to Milton. We'll put his business card out there
100%.
in the edit, but shout out to Milton. Thank you so much, Milton. And
He
we're
does
gonna do
rent spaces
better,
out.
like helping you out. But yeah,
Yeah, we got lucky with the space. They got Ed and got Omar.
Omar, thank you,
Shout
sir.
out boy Omar.
Omar knew Milton, and that's how we actually got all this from
Yeah.
through them too.
So yeah, if anybody want to rent this place out, we'll shoot you Milton business card and
Get it
get you tapped in. You know.
That's probably one of my only goals. Well, one of my main goals, I guess. I got my project card. I got my project card done by the end of summer too. That's
Oh yeah, man.
But
As long as it happens,
You don't
brother.
know where you want to be when you in 5 years, 6 years.
I obviously think if I'm doing this, I want to be rich. I want to be up and famous, bro.
You heard? You heard?
So, well, we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you, Chase Archangel. Make sure y'all tune in.
June 3rd.
June 3rd. Pull up.
MGM.
Buy the tickets right
MGM.
now. Chase, say your IG name.
C Arch 170, and you get my tickets on my bio. So there's a link on there. So if you guys want to tune in, come out, watch this massacre.
I want to say thank you to Here He Lies. That's his new fight name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Whenever he's about to fight, just make sure y'all tapping with him. You know, we're supporting all these guys. Here He Lies. Say your IG name.
_ EP21, been the same since like 8th grade.
Salute.
Never
And
changed.
then
Yeah.
last but not least, we got Mr. Big Time,
Big
Michael.
time.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna support you, you know what I'm saying, with your podcast and everything you do. So we're all gonna be tapped in, real family now. But
Yeah, baby.
say your IG name.
Yeah, Mikey_Wills. That's my IG. Find me on there. Thanks, Mike and Marcus, again, having me on the podcast.
Shoot 2.
Shoot 2, part 2.
Shoot
Part
2, baby.
To be continued.
Thank you guys.
I still
Thank
like
you
the
guys
first
so
one
much for
better.
having us on
I still
here,
like
man.
the first one. But I'm Mike Scott,
Marks McLean.
and that's the Baja. We out.